I really feel like whenever we feel like someone has failed us, I think that sometimes it can be a projection of the times that we have failed ourselves. Sometimes we have these high expectations of other people, but really what it is deep down is a reflection of the expectations we hold within ourselves that we project onto other people. And the disappointment really comes from not within that person, but the failure to be able to do whatever you're asking that person to do for yourself. I think that a lot of us use other people as a distraction to distract and avoid our pain that we feel within ourselves, so that projection onto them feels 1,000 times better than actually looking in the mirror and seeing that everything that we thought we could accomplish, everything that we wanted to accomplish, we failed at doing so to actually make that happen in our life. So we depend on other people to make that happen for us. And when they show up in ways that did not meet our expectation, we tend to feel some type of way that they failed us, and they even feel that they failed us, but this person never really truly had a more or bigger responsibility to do that for you than yourself. So we understand how to put other people in a predicament to where they have to deliver something, but when it comes to delivering for ourselves, we can feel like we can't do it, we're inadequate, we don't have the skill set. Why not? This is what I believe in, and I'm not so deep into the independent mindset, but I am a believer. And before we depend on other people, we have to depend and trust within ourselves. Before we can say that, oh, they got it, we have to remember that we got it first. How come some of our trust can go so much into another person, but it cannot go into ourselves? So we can say, oh, I look up to this person, that's why, or I need this person to do this. And that's good to need people. But before we put that pressure onto another person, let's make sure that we're applying that for ourselves. Here, the improved content tab. This is a lesson that I'm not only learning for myself, but due to feeling like a lot of people have created failed promises within my life, I've eventually learned to stop listening to people and just to start listening to myself. Because so many words that people have told me that they would do, so many things people have told me that they would do, not only for me, but for the entire community, what they said that one day would happen, never happened. I've come to the realization that if I don't do anything, sometimes it'll never get done. Not saying never, but if I don't make that initiative to take action, regardless if this person is going to do what they said they're going to do, I have realized that I have to continuously make sure that I'm making it happen. And that my trust within that person is just as much as the trust within me. Hey, Rose family. This is the Rose family. It's been a journey. And I've gone through a lot of disappointments. And I've gone through a lot of people telling me what they're going to do and when they're going to do it and how they're going to do it. And it was a fairy tale at one time because it sounds good to the ears. And I've also come through moments where those promises were never fulfilled. And so that created something within me that I won't get mad at people for not being able to hold a standard that they once said they would hold. But instead, I would start creating a standard for myself and not getting mad at other people for not holding their standards, but keeping that mindset that I will hold mine. When we can fulfill our own promises, when we can fulfill the things that we want to do in life, and we go for the things we want to go in life, we say this is going to happen and it happens, that trust within self is just builds, and it's unbreakable. So I just realized, instead of putting all that faith into another person, why not put that faith into God and to myself as well and first. So this is the Rose family. I just wanted to come here and just speak word and truth. Hopefully I spoke something to you that you resonate with. And I'm not trying to make anybody hyper independent. I'm not trying to make you not trust the people in your life or even not trust yourself. But when you've gone through a lot of disappointments like I have, and I'm sure we all go through disappointments, it eventually puts you in a different plane where, you know, I'm good whether people in my life or not. And that's the best place, that's one of the best places to be. Because when a person comes into your life, they can't do nothing but add on more value to you. When a person comes into your life, they can't do nothing but help you build more than where you already are. Because imagine you coming in a situation with nothing, you have nothing to your name, you haven't built anything, you're not creating something. All you can do is help that person create, you know, and push come to shove, when it's really about you and what you have built, you have to ask yourself, what did I create? I was so busy creating another person's reality, I never created mine. And at any moment, not to put no fear in nobody, that person, if they don't have certain characteristic traits, if they're a certain type of way, you know, it's not really yours at the end of the day. So this is all about, you know, it was different topics I did with this, but I just want to let you know, not in a selfish way, but you do got to put yourself first sometimes. Not in a way that denies and neglects other people's needs and interests within you, but it's very important to take care of your needs. It's very important to build something that brings more value into your life, so that way when you come into other people's life, you're bringing some form of value. You're not taking away from people. It's very important that instead of being the borrower, you're the lender. It's very important that instead of being the one who's consuming, you are the creator, because that puts you in power at all times. And we all want some level of power in our lives. Okay? So that's it for this video. If you feel like I spoke to you in some type of way that was definitely inspirational, if you feel like I uplifted you, or maybe talked something to you, said something to you that was grounding, you can support the Rose family through donations and tips. We have put our Cash App in the bio. It's simply Euthelia Rose. The Cash App's in the bio. And we appreciate all forms of tips and donations. And in return, we'll do some prayers for you and thanks to you. So you'll see different YouTube videos, or, you know, just blessings. When you bless the Rose family, we'll bless you, period. And that's the end of the discussion. So yeah, also check the Rose family out on Instagram. We appreciate you. Everything will be in the bio.